Hello everyone, this is Daniel Patridge from Zebulotech and OldRC.com. Welcome to the channel today. Today's going to be a new body release day. All these bodies will be available immediately on eBay and OldRC.com. Of course, OldRC.com should save you some money if you buy it there. I'll mention right too, we're having some weirdness with international shipping right now. UPS rate or US Postal Service rates went up here recently, and I think since then the company that we have our store through, something's not calculating international shipping right, and it's about double, doing more like a priority shipping thing. So if you buy something on there and it's at some ridiculous like $50, $60 price, don't worry, we'll refund you. We've done that for a couple to the UK and New Zealand already because it's all out of whack, and we're working with them trying to figure out why all of a sudden it was not doing things. It's weird because before it was originally maybe a little low, it was estimating for shipping, and now it's double what it should be. It's very bizarre why it's doing it now. So I apologize if you've been looking at your international customer. I mean, I know you have to trust me on it, but if you buy it and you pay the higher shipping fee, we will refund you the difference. It's generally for like a body like this or 12 scale ones that's going to like New Zealand or whatever. It's generally around 23 to 25 bucks, I think, somewhere around in there for it. It's the box actually weighs more than the body. That's the real killer thing, is the box, not really the body. But there's no way to smush this body down and get it to you and have it inflate. I wish there was. So yeah, we'll refund you if you buy anything that way. Don't worry about it. So let's start here. First, we've got 4 on-road stock car style bodies, and then there's a surprise one underneath this end one over here that's a little different, doesn't fit the theme and everything as the rest of these. So it was kind of we had it done already and we had the window mask done. Let's get it rolled out and get it sold. These first two here, of course, like I said, are 12 scale on-road stock car bodies. This is a 1990 Lime style body. It's it's got unique grille on the front and everything, and I think it's one of the little bit of the newer ones we've done for the 12 scale. I believe there's a specific Bolink car chassis combination these might have been made for back in the day. If there is, I'll put it here in somewhere. But yeah, it's nothing too fancy. It's got the netting on the side, but yeah. If you've seen one of these, they've kind of seen them all, to be honest. I'm not the biggest stock car fan, I'll be honest, with the bodies at least and everything. I haven't watched stock car since I was a kid, and what did I watch it for? The crashes. That's it. All right, let's move on here. This one is the 88 Pointer. We already have, I think, an 86 or something around in there Pointer as well already. This has got the unique Pointer double grille on the front. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. Then we've got this one. This one came out not as well as I would have liked. It had some issues. I think it was a combination. We didn't have the mold hot enough and the plastic was cooling too quickly, and we didn't maybe even have the plastic hot enough when we were forming it. And so this one will be sold at a significantly reduced price because everybody knows I'm pretty picky on the quality of the bodies, and this is definitely not the quality I would want to sell at full price. It's got what I call the chill lines, where the plastic's cold and then pulled down. It's pretty significant in multiple spots on this. There's one in the front windshield where it pulled down at the top. There's one in the rear window that pulls down. There's some on the sides and everything. And some of these are typical for the original Bolink bodies even. This is nothing new that I'm having issue with, but I try and get them to be a little less noticeable than the Bolink ones. And I think these are probably maybe worse than the original Bolink ones. I don't have an original one of these to kind of compare, but a lot of the other ones I do, and I try to always get it better. That's why I always tell people too, don't buy the original Bolink bodies, a lot of these nowadays, because you're paying way too much for something that's probably not as good a quality and has aged and become brittle and has probably been abused if it's been sitting around this long. So yeah, buy these. I know it sounds like I'm trying to just sell you stuff, but trust me, you don't want to buy the old ones anymore. Then over here, we've got the 97, wide Pointer with the unique double grille in the front, a little bit newer styling than that other Pointer over there. It's got the molded in kind of roof lines on there and roof flaps on there. No, they don't really pop up. You know, that's for car gets spun out. The real one would spin out and flaps would come up, prevent it from hopefully lifting up off the ground and everything and flipping over injuring people. But yeah, that's kind of a cool looking one. And like I said, these are for the wide ones, not the narrow one. This is the wide version. We do have a 200 millimeter version that we haven't done yet that should come out in the future. All right, then let's move on to this last one here. You probably maybe seen it in the background popping up pictures of it. This is the RC Cruiser, as Bolink called it back in the day. This is one of those that's had extensive kind of fixing to it for original errors and defects in the mold. There was a ton of bubbles, pit holes in the front nose hood of this, and we fixed it up and everything quite a bit. And if you want to stick around here at the end of the video, I'm going to show the repairs on a lot of these that were made, some changes, so you'll get an idea of what was touched up upon them, which once again goes back to don't buy original, because quite often these are going to be in better quality with less defects than the originals, because I've gone back in and fixed some of those original defects in the mold. There's lines where they got a little crazy when they were cutting in the details that I've fixed and filled in, and then as well the pits from air bubbles in the casting. But yeah, this one came out really well. Looks really good. It originally came on a kit. This is called the RC Cruiser from Bolink. That was a pan car style chassis. I think more of the spec sort of chassis. I don't remember for sure. Maybe we'll show something up here if we've got anything we can find on it. And yeah, it looks really good. So it should fit any touring car body. You'll need probably longer body mount posts in the rear for most of your, maybe some of your other brands of touring car to get it to reach the top here. But if you're anyone who kind of messes with the different bodies, you may have those already. The front ones might be okay. It all depends on the chassis and the mount points for the front body mounts. So yeah, those are the ones. They're available, like I said, immediately on oldrc.com, where you'll pay less price than on eBay, though you might see a little bit higher shipping fee if you're international till we get that all sorted out. I really hate the new software on the store, to be honest. When we switched, it was because I wanted to have someone else hosting the server for the store and be responsible for its updates, but oh, it's been a fiasco. I kind of want to go back to the old thing, to be honest, because I had better customization for shipping for international. Because, like I mentioned, the real heavy thing when you're shipping these is the box. It's not the body, and things don't nest together. And yeah, it's tough to get some of that software. The software just is not made to handle body shipping for RC car bodies. It's meant for small little things and that have big volume and everything. And these are nothing to speak of. So buy lots of these. Thanks for watching, especially the stock car ones, because I'm not the hugest fan of those. If you buy those, then I'll tend to start to get more of them run if I see that there's actual interest in them. We've got a lot of them to go, molds to go of those first, to go. But first, we're going to do some other ones that are not that coming up in the near future. Here, probably about the beginning of March, will be some totally different style bodies than what we've been running here in this set. All right, have a great day. And like I said, here at the end, we're going to show what we've touched up on a lot of these right here if we shot video of it. Some we didn't shoot video, some we did. Bye-bye. We haven't done one of these in a while to kind of show the work we're doing to some of the molds and forms to fix defects or even damage in them before we run them. So I thought I'd do a little kind of show and tell of what's done that makes these probably better than the originals were in many cases. So on the 90 line here, there was a little spot right there where they got a little happy when they were cutting in the features and went down into the hood a little bit. So that darker spot, that's where we filled it in and made it nice and smooth now. And then the marks you kind of see are the sanding it and everything. And you see a lot of things in here. It's really smooth, but you kind of sand it down to get rid of some of the rough stuff. I almost think that the molds almost kind of have crystals that kind of form with age and everything as they're in storage, since they were in storage for so many years. Then on the pointer wide, there's quite a bit of little pit marks filled in different spots on it. There's a spot there where they got a little happy when they were cutting in features. I think there was some pit mark down there that we filled in. There was a spot back here in between in the spoiler we filled in. I think that's about it for that one. Oh, there was a little spot up here and a cut mark for the roof flap that was filled in. Then the really, really horrible one was the RC Cruiser, even though I put RC Racer on there for some reason. If we get in here nice and close, you can see all these darker spots just all over in there. That's fill. That's what I filled in. That's how bad it was. It was terrible. Just absolutely terrible condition. It just, yeah, it looked like it had spots break out of some rash or something all over. And they were all just tiny little pits in there. So that's been filled in and has made a significant difference, I believe, to the quality of any body we're going to get off this. So it's much better. This is probably the most extreme example of why what we're doing now is better than the original.